Hey, what's up? My name is Galactor, and in this video I want to show you a plugin that I recently discovered and from which I think is insanely powerful when it comes to creating kicks, punches or tails separately. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So this is the plugin that I'm talking about. It's called Shade and it's developed by UVI. When you first look at it, it kind of looks like a very normal equalizing plugin. Nothing really special going on. And to me, it kind of looks like a mixture between the FabFilter Pro Q3 and Parametric EQ2 by FL Studio, but it has a very cool specific feature that makes this stand out from any other EQ plugin. So in order to show you what this plugin is capable of, I'm showing you how I used it in this project where I'm creating punches for my new kickback. And it consists of 3 different layers. I'm not going to go into detail on how I created those punches. I just wanted to show you this specific plugin. I'm just going to play it now and watch what happens with the EQ bands over here. There might have been some latency because there are some heavy plugins going on, but as you can see there was some movement going on. And the cool thing is that was not because there was an automation clip on there, it's not because it's a dynamic EQ band, no, it's controlled by an envelope. This is what I'm talking about. And this is the feature that, at least for me, makes this plugin unique from any other equalizer plugin, because you have the option to apply these envelopes on all these 4 parameters of each individual EQ band. And this allows you to very precisely create certain characters and transients for your punches, for example, but it also allows you to create movement in your tails when creating kicks without having to create an automation clip in the playlist and then play around and then come back to the equalizer plugin to make some changes. You don't need that anymore. You can do everything within one plugin now. So right now I'm using this envelope mode, and you have a lot of control over the envelope itself because you can set the delay time, attack, change the curve of the attack, hold, of course, decay, change the curve, and the depth over here you can make it go up, down, you can do whatever you want basically. And like I said, that on all these 4 parameters. But you have more stuff to control these knobs because you can also add figure, followers, pitch tracking, LFOs, and everything much more over here, even an XY controller. And this allows you to do very crazy stuff and create very unique transients and characters to your punches, tails, and complete kicks. And yes, you might recognize this from somewhere because this works exactly or almost exactly similar as the envelopes and LFOs that we know from Serum. Where you can also shape it the way you want and then control parameters anywhere within Serum. And that's not even everything yet, because there is another very cool thing about this plugin, and that is that, at least to me, it's very similar to the LFO tool, because you have all these options to apply certain filters, so low pass, high pass, notch filters, bandpass filters, high shelves, low shelves, peak filters, and then these 2 special ones, the phasers and the comp filters and flangers. And over here I loaded up the classic comp filter and I created an envelope on the feedback, and if I turn it on, this is what it does. And as you can hear, that gives another very cool character and kind of like a tonal feel to it. And you can go crazy with this because, again, you can control all of these parameters to create unique sounds. And then there is another very cool trick that this thing can do, because let's say you want punch 1 to cut through a little bit more compared to punch 2. The way you would do that is to go into your channel of punch 1, make sure it's routed to punch 2, and you turn down the input volume, so make sure the volume is not going in there. Then you go to this channel, you open up the shade, and if we then add a follower in here, we can attach it to the gain, make sure it's going down. And what we then have to do is go into the wrapper settings, to the processing, and set punch 1 as a sidechain input, make sure it's turned on over here, go back into the plugin and then click this little button, and then you see that this knob is triggered by the sidechain input. So this punch is cutting through a little bit more compared to this one, and then again you can adjust the settings, but this is what it sounds like now. And just a few other cool features of this plugin is that you can just resize it in any shape that you want. And you can also zoom in on both axes, which is something that I really like to make very precise changes. You have the keyboard over here, so you can set the frequency band to specific notes if you want. So you have very detailed control of everything that you do, and that's why I like this plugin so much. It really adds to my workflow compared to plugins like the FabFilter Pro Q3 and the Parametric EQ2. I don't have to go back to the playlist to make changes to the automation clips, for example. I can just do everything in one plugin, and to me it's very feasible. And like I said, that's why I love this plugin, especially when creating kicks, but I also use it in my tracks on vocals and stuff like that. It comes with a bunch of cool presets that are very nice to discover and just apply and everything and see what you can create out of it. On top of that comes that at the moment of recording this video, the plugin is still on sale. I think it's for 96 euros now, and that's cheaper compared to a VST like FabFilter Pro Q3. So I would highly recommend you guys to get this plugin. I will leave a link to it down below in the description. And then I want to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.